Wednesday, August 2nd, 1:45 p.m. New York time. Good afternoon. Looking here at commodities, a monthly review. Since commodities are priced in US dollar, I want to include the US dollar. Where's the 10-year yield? So we're looking here at a 10-year chart. Each candle is a month of the US dollar index. Yep. So we already started the new month into the second day. So we're looking here at the candle, second candle from the right. This being the first candle on the right, the second candle. Second candle made a new low for the year for the US dollar. Broke below that big number, 100. Rejected it. Also tested midpoint of this big candle last year. Tested it, rejected it, went back up. Nice. So that's giving confidence for people to still like dollar. Yep. And big wick on the bottom of last month. Huge wick till on the bottom. Thinking bullish bias. People stepped in and defended it. Yeah, we have a tight consolidation. First last year was trending up. Now it's an consolidation mostly. Oops. So fix that. There we go. So current candle, still the new candle that just started on the first of this month, still inside the range of last month. And looking at the 10-year yield, it's trending up into the highs of this year. So since commodities are priced in the US dollar, this is important to take consideration. Typically, a stronger dollar has commodities going lower and vice versa. That is part of the formula because they're priced in US dollar. Commodities, there's several categories. We're going to look at the energy first, the most popular one. Crude oil. There's different kinds of crude oil. We have WTI, West Texas Instruments, Brent crude oil, light sweet oil, heavy oil. Last month, big green candle, huge spotty, very bullish. There's the low for the year. There's the high for the year. Very tight consolidation. People have been making false statements saying crude oil is at all-time highs. Okay, looking here at the past 10 years. So over the past 10 years, we are not at all-time high. There's the high. I would personally recommend you call those people out that are spreading misinformation intentionally. We're not even at the highs of this year right now. But for the month, the new month, we broke out from July. Again, very bullish candle there. Natural gas, again, 10-year charts. There was a high from past 10 years. There's a low for the past 10 years. So very close to the lows of natural gas, which is interesting. Last month, look at that candle, inside candle, very tiny candlestick, small trading range. But again, we didn't take out the high or low of June. No, so July closed like that. And then for this new month of August, we're already trading below it, trending down. Natural gas is going down. Whereas crude oil broke above that month of July. Yep. You also have other energy sources, coal. I'm talking mostly about the fossils, so coal, crude oil, natural gas. Just think if you had most of your utilities coming from natural gas instead of crude oil, your utility bills should be lower. Your state governments, federal governments have choice how to regulate usage. Yep. So you may consider check with your utility company, see what percentage of them are using natural gas, and maybe do what you could do to help get your prices lower. Get skin in the game. Looking at metals, gold futures. Let's put this for the past 10 years. There we go. Past 10 years, gold. Here's the high. Month of July, big green candle, higher high, higher low. Current candle for the new month, just again, 2 trading days inside. Yeah. Gold One of the biggest usages is for jewelry, but it's also used for electronics, medicine, space, awards. So it's wide usage. Silver, there's a high for the year. There's the low for the year. Let's put this for the past 10 years. There we go. So July, green candle made a higher high, higher low off of this. That was a midpoint test right there. Nice. And currently it's doing retracement. So gold and silver, bullish bias, looking for those pullbacks to reload long positions. And silver, again, the usages, some of the big usages are solar, nuclear energy, your utensils, pots, pans. Yeah. Silver has a wealth, but not as high in wealth, obviously, like gold. You also had silver used for photography, antibiotics, electronics, wide usage. And these changes over when technology comes, there can be more or less demand for certain products or based how economies are. Now we're looking at platinum. There you go. Past 10 years, that was the high. Here's the low. Now, for the month of, there's the high for the year. There's the low for the year. Very close to the low of the year. For the month of July, look at that inside candle. We never took out the high or low of June. So coming off the bottoms here, and the current candle also inside candle. So much more of acceleration in commodities versus past years. It was trending. And platinum, some of the biggest uses are catalytic conversions, computer parts, oil refinery, jewelry. Let's go on to the next. Looking at copper. So last year was a high. Currently, this is the high of the year, low of the year. Again, mostly of acceleration phase here. Not so much trending like these prior years. So the low of the year, the high of the year. Yep, we're in between those, just below $4. So the month of July, big green candle, made higher high, higher low. Current trend is up. And the purpose usage of copper, some of the biggest uses of copper is for the industrial, such as electrical lines, construction, transportation, household appliances. Huge usage for copper. And bullish copper would often followed by commercial and residential real estate. And they buy the materials first before they fabricate the parts. Got it? So again, it's an early sign of when the economy is extending, growing. Again, that's nation by nation. Look at that. So again, these commodities are mostly in consolidation phases, but certainly are trading opportunities. And we'll go down to the agricultural now. We'll do the grains first. 10-year chart, corn futures. Month of July made a new low for the year. You can see for the past year, 10 years, that was the high. And we're trending down. Corn, huge usage for what? Ethanol, feed for animals, and feed for humans. Current candle inside. Wheat futures, again, 10-year chart. High for the year, low for the year, trending down. These retests failed to go higher. Yep. But again, July to make a higher high, higher low. Long wicks on the top, bearish bias up here. A lot of sellers up here. That's good. These commodities, as long as they stay low or go low, help fight inflation. We're not at record highs for wheats. Soybean futures, past 10 years, there's the high. There's the low. Month of July was an inside candle. Again, there's a high for the year. There's a low for the year. The trend is down. And we already took out that low of July. I've only been trading for 2 days so far this new month of August. I already took out that low of July. Let's go look at the livestock now. Live cattle futures. Past 10 years. This year made a new high. Also, July was the new high. Strong. Big demand for red meat. Raise your hand if you're a vegan, vegetarian, and wave your hand if you like red meat. It's got better taste than poultry. Feeder cattle, also past 10 years, we made a new high. What's interesting is July was a red candle, made a higher high, higher low, but closed red, where the live cattle did not. So this might be a potential reversal area for pullback at some point in time. So again, the current candle for feeder cattle is inside. Again, feeder cattle, just like it sounds, feeder cattle is used to feed other animals. Where live cattle, yeah, basic consumption. Now looking at the past 10 years of lean hog. There's the high. There's the low. For this year, we made a new high in July, and now 2 trading days into August, we already made a new high. Yep. So again, the meats are bullish bias, strong demand. Huge red candle down here, midpoint coming into there. And look at that. We're almost there. Potential trade setup, potential reversal maybe. The takeaway here, be aware that the grain products are trending down. The meat products are trending up. The metal commodities, pretty much tight consolidation. And the energies contradict each other, right? We got crude oil trending up, natural gas trending down. Again, all these are on the monthly candles. There are trading opportunities for day trading and swing trading, as well as hedging to help fight inflation.